Good morning. Good morning. This is Paula Ray Johnson from the Linda Ray team with our podcast for today. And we are also doing a table talk. We have a special guest here. We've had her on before, and she's got some new information to tell us about her company. They've did some shifting changes and even a new name change. Welcome, Jamie. How are you?
Hello, Paula Ray. I am so good. It's great to see you.
Good to see you. Miss seeing that beautiful face of yours. Hey, I'm excited. I was watching one of your posts, and you were talking about a new name. What's the story with this?
Yeah, girl. So I've been a home inspector for 13 years, and I had the same name for that entire time. And as my team grew, as we understood like the foundation that we that our morals and our values stand on, we were like, let's change the name and do a complete rebrand. So that's what we did. February 1st, we launched our new name, Elevate Inspection Group.
Great. So for those people that don't know what Elevate Inspection Group was, you were previously called?
The name that we had before was House Call.
Okay. And you guys are inspectors, and you inspect anywhere from, I'm going to say, the roof to the basement and to the pipelines and the radon and anything else you can think of in between. So I'm going to let you kind of open that up, Jamie, and tell us what exactly does your team do and how many people are on your team?
Okay, awesome. Well, we're up to 8. Almost, our goal is to be up to 10 or 11 by the end of this year. And we've been in this area for just over almost 5 years now, which I'm super excited to continue growing in our area. But our team inspects anything that you need in or around a property. So whether it be residential or commercial, just underground or just the mold or air quality or the whole stinking house, that's exactly what we do. So we physically get on the roof when we can. We physically go into the attic all the way down to the crawl space. So it's everything from the major systems like heating and air conditioning to all the electric to all the plumbing. We'll even tell you if the master bathroom door doesn't lock and everything is in the report, because it's the stuff you want to know, whether it be a major issue because of a real estate transaction and you want to know the things before you inherit the house, or if it's something little that you're going to end up putting on your home maintenance project list after you move in. Like if you want to know it, we're going to make sure that we have the tools, the equipment, and the knowledge to be able to give you that information. You mentioned sewer scope before. There's other ancillary services that we have too that are additional to a regular home inspection.
I love it when you guys come out. I will not do a house without the sewer inspection, because you know what? It's such a costly mistake. And this is your opportune time. I try to educate my buyers and anybody else that I can on how important the inspection is. This is not where you chance. This is where you put your money. This is where you know whether the house is solid. And I wanted to just touch base too. What about pre-inspections, Jamie? Because I think we've been doing this with you, and I think this is an amazing thing to do as a homeowner, thinking about putting my house on the market, because it's going to save me time and money if I have you come out and do an inspection. Can you share some light on what a pre-inspection does?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. So a pre-inspection is when someone is getting ready to list their house and they want to know about the house. They've lived there for 5 or 25 years, and some things you just glaze over after so long. And to tell you the truth, Paula Ray, it's the same type of inspection as a buyer's inspection after they've gotten an accepted offer. They want to know those same things about the house. Now, with a pre-listing inspection, we always think it's beneficial because now a homeowner who's lived there for so long, who gets a buyer who has questions, they're not going to be blindsided by any concern that would come up. They're also going to get, when they get that notice that hey, this heating unit hasn't been serviced in 10 years. I know it worked really well last winter, but consider spending that $60 and just get someone out here to service it for you. I mean, just to have one of our people there to tell them the things that they should be taking care of in their house so that it makes it better for a buyer that's coming in. I mean, if they get their own technician in there to fix something that we find, it might cost them less than when a buyer comes in and says, we want, X amount of dollars off, or we want to bring in our guy. What if that guy costs more? Someone that's getting ready to list their house is going to save a heck of a lot of money if they get those things, if they're aware of those things before a buyer brings their own people in.
I agree.
Another thing, yeah. One of the things that we do with your clients, Paula Ray, is you can also do what's called a safety inspection pre-listing. And I'll tell you, those big ticket items like your heating and air conditioning unit, major plumbing or major electric, safety concerns, or the roof or the attic or the foundation, that's all included in a safety inspection. You don't care if the master bathroom door locks, and the new buyer probably won't either. So for, half the cost for a safety inspection, that's also a really good tool to use before listing a house.
I agree 100%. That's why we like doing them, because sometimes it's not just to save them money. It's something that I, as the homeowner, would want to know ahead of time, so that I have the right, like you said, to deal with it in the mannerism that I want. Always put it on the disclosures, always provide those receipts that you've taken care of it. Just knowing that peace of mind that when you do get that offer, you're not going to be like, oh my gosh, now what's going to pop up? And I think that's why pre-inspections are so important to do prior to listing. I mean, it just gives the seller a peace of mind. And, and then if the buyer does come up with something different, we'd really scrutinize and see what the differences were. I haven't had that happen yet, thank God, but you guys are very thorough. And your reports, why don't you explain exactly what kind of report and what they're going to get? I think just so people are very understanding exactly what this is, because this isn't something that everybody does every day. So tell me, what does your report look like, Jamie? What is it that I, the consumer, get when I'm let's just do this pre-inspection. When I'm selling my home, what would it look like?
I get excited about the entire process, but I'll tell you, this is one of the most exciting things for me is what the report looks like, because yes, we have to be great technicians and we have to know all of the things, but man, when you deliver it in such a way that is really easily explainable to a homeowner, that is a game changer. So the way that we do our reports is it's all web-based. So as soon as someone schedules an inspection with us of any kind, even if it's just a standalone service of something, you get a link automatically to your inspection portal. And that allows you to review, like, what are the services that we are going to provide, or what is it that we did at the house. It's got a picture of the front of the house, front and center. And then whatever reports that we did pertaining to the home are right there in that inspection portal. So a home inspection, for instance, that would be the link that you click on, and you open up this beautiful home inspection report that's kind of like your own website. So as you scroll through, it's information overload. It's incredible. So it starts off with, like, what was the weather today, and what direction is the house facing, how many square feet is the house, how many people were on site. But it goes through each section, like the kitchen and bathrooms and the heating and air conditioning and the attic and the crawl space. What does the electric panel look like? And the coolest thing, Paula Ray, is next to all the verbiage is literally the picture that the verbiage is talking about. Yes. And then everyone wants to know, like, well, what are the important things I need to know right away? And what are the things that can wait a little longer? And what are the things that are just regular maintenance, like cleaning my gutters? Well, it tells you, it's color coded. Red means stop, do this right now. And so on. So the report's really cool. And then with one little button inside the report, it pulls all those things out that says, okay, these are the things you have to do first. And we call that a summary.
Right. And that's usually the very front. And that's also what us agents use as a negotiation if need be, if there's something there. But as a pre-inspection, that's so good. As a consumer, as me, I'm right up the alley with you. I am one of those little nerdy girls. I love to learn that stuff. It's because I always say to them, it was a 50-50. Do you wrap the air conditioner? You don't wrap the air conditioner. And of course, everyone's going to have an opinion. I figure anything that's going to save your product, you need to shut off the electricity so it doesn't get sucked in there. You wrap it up, protect it from the winter so the fan doesn't get rusty. These are just the little maintenance things that people look for. I'm a caulk girl. I love to go out there with the caulk gun. Things that I listen to, like your guys, when they come out, I watch them, I follow them. I don't know what all agents do, but I know I follow the inspector around, probably more so than even the homeowner, because I want to learn. I love seeing the scope when it goes through. I want to see that it's going from the house to the street so that I know that my homeowner is covered. I want to make sure that there's enough insulation in the attic. And then I love it that you guys have a maintenance section of what things need to be done. So even if you're not a very savvy new homeowner, there's ways to do it. And then that's what YouTube is for. You can Google it, or you can call you guys and ask you, who do you guys recommend? To take care of the house. but I call it walk your store every year. And that's like usually in the springtime, I do that and see what needs to be done for the season, how to budget it out, how to plan it. And if I don't know it, I would reach out to you guys if I had an issue or a question. So it's a wonderful service. So Jamie, I guess the best question is, so you said you could go online and you just go online to your website and you can Google the dates and times, or are they that, explain to me if I'm looking to do it, because I have personally never done it. My clients do it. So how do I do it? Does it actually come up with a date and time to schedule it?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of people love to call because they like to speak with a person, and we love that. We love to
Okay.
talk to people. So
Great.
Leah runs our office, and she is the one who tells everybody where they need to be all the time. And so a phone call is always fantastic. A lot of clients will text us, "Hey, do you have this day and time open?" And so we can text back as well. That's fine. But our website is elevatemichigan.com.
Okay.
And we're continuing to build the site because we changed our name February 1st and it all just happened really fast. So right now, if you go there, you click on schedule now, and it's a live calendar. You can see what time slots we have available tomorrow. We're usually available within 48 hours. And that's why I say I want to make my team probably 10 or 11 by the end of the year, because we need to be available for fast-paced real estate transactions.
Yes.
And you could choose the day and time right there online, and you can choose the services that you want. We offer packages to keep it like, when you have so many ancillary services, it gets confusing for a buyer or someone like getting ready to list their house. So we just try and make it really easy with packages. And then you put in the home address and your contact info, and you hit okay. And that's it. Your date is saved. But because we like to talk to people, Leah always calls our clients after they schedule, just to make sure that they don't have any other questions, kind of introduce ourselves to them, because also we know that a home inspection is, kind of a nerve-wracking thing. And we want people to understand who we are, get to know us before our guy actually shows up at the house. There's got to be a comfort level, and we just pride ourselves on that extra customer service. So whether you schedule online or call, we're going to call you either way.
I get a text message, and I think that's wonderful. I do get a text and I do get a phone call as being their agent. And it's wonderful because that way then I know how to put it in. Instead of calling 3 people, it's automatically right there, and you can put it in your calendar as well, so that you keep things moving along. And I like to do it like as soon as we make the offer, or prior to making an offer, we actually go in and set our appointments so that we can say in our offer that we've even got the inspection scheduled. And then if not, then you can cancel or readjust it to the next house that you go to. Anything to like pre-do to get the buyer what they need as quickly as possible, which is great. So how long have you been doing this again?
Almost 14 years.
Oh my gosh, you
And
are
I
amazing.
still love it. I still love it so much, because how often do you buy a house? I mean, just as a homeowner that's purchasing a house to live in, that doesn't happen very often,
No.
And so especially someone that's lived in a house for 20 years. I mean, when they bought 20 years ago, did they even have a home inspection? So
Not like this. No, not at all.
so the opportunity to be able to go into a home with someone, and a purchasing is a really big deal. So having the opportunity to go in with that person who's kind of excited and kind of nervous, and to like communicate with them what we're about to do, and then have them come along with us, like, hey, pop your head up in the attic with me, or hey, take a look at this panel, or teach them something like, hey, this is where your water shutoff is, or this is how and why you need to change your furnace filter often.
Yes.
Literally teaching them how to take care of their house. It's really empowering. That's like my favorite word when it comes to what we do, because we get to give our knowledge to someone else who really wants it. And then, another reason I've been in this industry for so long is because I love the relationship after. Because once a homeowner is in the house, it's probably been 3, 4, 6 weeks since they did the inspection. They're going to have questions.
Yes,
Call
they are.
us. We literally went through your entire house together. Give us a call when you're finally in it and you can't remember how to operate the thermostat. Like, that's why we're here. So I think that's what really excites me about being a home inspector and having been in the business for almost 14 years. Yeah.
Your enthusiasm and your love for your business, and every one of your teammates, I've gone through, I think just about everybody.
Yep.
And with inspections, and everybody has been very prompt on time. They put their booties on, very good, great feedback, always very patient with the purchaser, because some people ask more questions than others. They're never rushed, which is a really amazing thing. It's not like it's on a time schedule, which is great, because this is a big purchase. They have to trust your agent and their knowledge. And also, I tell everybody, your relationship when you're doing this, is your agent, your loan officer, and your inspector. That is your triangle that's going to get you to the table and feel good about what you just purchased and what you did. And that, my friend, is what I trust in you guys. It's a great job. I'm glad that we partnered up, and you're always such a pleasure. Oh gosh, just to see you. I wish I could give you a hug right now. I love your energy. I love that your honesty, and I just love that you're there for the clients. That's how we serve our clients as well, because it's the number one key thing right now in business is to be authentic and be, to serve them, because that's what they're looking for, because it is not a purchase they make on a daily basis. It's not something you just take back. It's something that is a huge thing. And like I said, that triangle is so important to how we get them to the point of saying, this was a great experience. I want people to say every part of it was a great experience. And that's the reports I get when we work with you as well. So thank you for your time. Thank you for shedding light on this. And I'm so excited that you have a new name and a new website, and that you're also getting more people involved on your team, which will be excellent. And again, can you tell me, again, your website and your phone number?
So our website is elevatemichigan.com.
Okay.
And our phone number it's always been the same. It's still 586-434-0243. And then if you want to email us, it's schedule@elevatemichigan.com.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Jamie, for spending a little time with me. And hopefully we've educated some more clients and they'll give you a call.
Yeah, thanks, Paula Ray.
Thanks, honey.